يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. حياك الله حياك الله بارك الله فيكم. No problem أخي الكريم. As for the zakah should be given to the poor and the needy and those who are in debt and so on, those who are homeless, those who are destitute, those who find it hard to feed themselves and feed their families, or clothe themselves and clothe their families, those who are finding it difficult, for example, to pay their rent and food and so on, then zakat should be given to them cash in hand. So either you take the cash to them and give it to them, or that you transfer the amount into their bank account if they have a bank account. But it should be in that fashion. You shouldn't go out and buy them clothes, for example, and say, here's your zakat in clothes. That should not be done. Barakallahu feekum. You should also focus upon giving it to the people of Tawheed and not to those who commit shirk. Zakah in general is to be given to the muwahhideen. It should be given to the people who are upon Tawheed and who are worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As for those who have abandoned the prayer and so on, then they should be told that you are not eligible for zakah up until you pray. Or at the least, if they are ignorant and they don't know the obligation of the prayer, or that they don't know that leaving the prayer is an act of kufr, then zakat can be given to them because they are ignorant, but they should be informed about the importance of Tawheed and importance of Salah. Sometimes just giving people money, zakah money, and them getting on with their lives, no Salah, no Tawheed, worshipping the graves and so on, then the benefit of the zakah to them may be a bodily benefit in terms of filling their bellies, but as far as nourishing their iman, then it is of no benefit to them. So the nourishment of iman is awla and more befitting than the nourishment of wealth. So it is important that when you do give the wealth, that you have some leaflets or a talk or something that you give with them also. So maybe a CD, I don't know if CDs are, or a downloaded audio that they can listen to, or some leaflets or books that you hand out along with the zakah. But if you can find the people of Tawheed, ideally the people of Salafiyya, in the various places like Chittagong, as you mentioned, ask those brothers if they know poor people that they are giving da'wah to, and by giving the zakah, it would increase them in their encouragement to follow the kitab and the sunnah and to establish tawheed, and that is better, because these are the people that are more deserving, and those who are closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As for the differences between the brothers in the two places, then that difference will disappear, inshallah, if the people are left to give da'wah. بَلِّغُوا عَنِّي وَلَوْ آيَةً, as the Prophet ﷺ said, convey from me even if it is an ayah. So this is not conditional upon having a leadership or having a person in charge over us. It's not conditional upon that. As long as a person has knowledge of the kitab and the sunnah, and knowledge of the ayah that he's conveying or the hadith that he's conveying, and he's established upon tawheed in his belief, then he should not be prevented from giving da'wah. No one should say to him that your da'wah must come under my da'wah. As long as they are known for Salafiyya, known for Sunnah, they have a connection with the Mashayikh, and they have a connection with the callers to Allah, and a connection with the books and the audios and the fatwa of the Mashayikh of Dawa to Salafiyya, then that is sufficient, especially if they are living in two separate cities. If, however, they are living in the same city and the same location, then they should have ta'awun with each other. And one person should not say to the other person that I am in charge of you and you must follow me. Rather, ta'awun is based upon mutual cooperation, without imposing our will upon others, but rather through negotiated diplomacy and good conduct and having ta'awun. This is how the da'wah should be. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَتَقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. And cooperate with each other upon righteousness and piety, and do not cooperate upon sin and transgression. And likewise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned, and that they encourage each other with the haqq, and they encourage each other with sabr. So this is the basis of our cooperation. So the da'wah should be something in the cities and townships and the villages across Bangladesh, that it should be initiated by people who have experience in the da'wah. They should have knowledge of that which they are calling to. They should be wise in the way that they perform da'wah. They should not agitate the people, rather call them to Tawheed. If they become agitated by Tawheed, then the agitation is their problem, not ours. So call the people to Tawheed, call them to the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ upon the way of the Sahaba radiallahu anhum. And they should not argue with each other, because by arguing and tanazu, or this differing or dispute that they have between each other, it will weaken them and will cause their courage to depart from them. So therefore they should not have any disputes amongst themselves. Rather, they should amicably work together, and they should not get in each other's way in terms of the da'wah in their cities. Rather, they should encourage the people in each of the cities to go to their brothers in that city, just as in the time of the early Salaf, that they would have scholars in the various cities, like in the Haramain, in Medina, and in Mecca, and in Sham, and in Baghdad. None of them said to the other that you must come under me. You never found that from Shafi'i or Malik saying it to others, or the likes of Ahmad ibn Hanbal saying to others that you must come under my direction. Rather, the direction should be the Kitab and the Sunnah and the way of the Sahaba, the Manhaj al-Salafi, the Salafi Aqeedah. And no one should be forcing anyone to comply with them just because they feel as though they are in charge. And the others likewise should respect their elders and have honor for them and take their opinion into consideration. If they, as I say, if they are in separate cities, that's how they should work. If they are in the same city, then their cooperation should be very close, so that the da'wah is not split in the same city. So they should have a working shura in each city, whereby a handful of brothers, that they cooperate with each other in producing leaflets and booklets and maybe a website. They should have online presence in social media so the people of their city can contact them, maybe WhatsApp groups and so on, and a Twitter account for each city. As for people working in the same city, then they should be united under a singular da'wah shura that is working together. Again, a handful of brothers, and no one should bully others, and no one should feel that they are bullied. Rather, they should speak the truth, and that they should speak with love and affection and with brotherhood. Barakallahu feekum wa jazakumullahu khairan. Akhi al-Kareem, Shafiq, Abu Aman, Allah yahfadhkum. Barakallahu feekum. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.